When you and your significant other find out that you're pregnant, you should be excited, happy, and anxious. And after all that's done, let's get into the real stuff, like childcare. Childcare is like incredibly expensive. In New York alone, childcare is more expensive than tuition at a local college. That's crazy. The Department of Health and Human Services looked at a census in 2011. People usually spend about 7% of their total income on childcare. Now, if I do a little research on the Google machine here in 2019, I see that that number has crept up way past 7%. Time to update. And one of the most mind-boggling things is you can pay $1,500 a month for daycare, and the early childhood education teacher that's there taking care of your child is making $15 an hour. Something is off here. So what is the answer to all of this? Well, it kind of depends on who you ask. Childcare usually comes in 3 buckets. Nonprofit, which is typically for older kids, for-profit, which is a mix between both, and public programs, which is more specifically geared towards early childhood education. And the public programs are what most people depend on. And turns out the public programs are the ones that are funded the least out of all 3 of those, which is part of the reason why you're paying upwards to $15,000 a year for childcare. Hey, get this. In Quebec, Canada, up north, they pay about $200 per month for child care, and that's up until the child is of kindergarten age. $200. That's like $2,500 a year, whereas you and I are paying somewhere between $15,000 and $18,000 per year. So how can we drive this price down? If you ask me, talking to local politicians, telling them your dislikes about stuff, that may get the ball rolling. Now, you may or may not want the government involved, because the government does have a reputation of messing things up when they dip their hand in the private sector. When it comes to corporations, they may have an added responsibility of reducing the burden of daycare and child care on its employees by offering on-site daycares, which only 1% of current U.S. corporations offer, or 2, offer something that's maybe like a tax break or some kind of rebate for daycares, which only 2% of U.S. corporations offer. Now, you could alleviate all this and stay home. That doesn't work for single parents, and it may or may not work in the long term for 2-parent households. You have to think about, what is your lost future earning potential, your retirement, Social Security, savings, all of that kind of stuff. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a dad that doesn't want to pay $1,500 a month for daycare. Despite all of that, I am going to have an awesome day, and I hope you have an awesome day back. Teflon.